At it again, and we've got to talk about CNN today. Yeah, you are going to be a little shocked by this one. But first, we got to check out a couple clips from MSNBC. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
The special counsel wrote that the president could also portray himself at trial as an elderly man with a poor memory who would be sympathetic to a jury. Hers description...
A neurologist and a lawyer.
Let me just finish, but I agree.
Well, but we kind of need to stop there. A neurologist?
You're talking about her.
Her. From Trump University.
No.
And... I've got to stop right here. I know we want to go on and finish this report, but I've just got to start. Ken Delanian, so bizarre. And there's so many people that immediately heard these random conclusions, irrelevant conclusions, politically charged Trump-like ramblings. Who, first of all, wondered why in the world he would put that in a report, his neurological assessment of Joe Biden, and secondly, why Merrick Garland would release garbage like that in the Justice Department report. Can you give us any insight? Because it sure sounds like James Comey in 2016, who July couldn't indict Hillary Clinton legally, so he decided to hold a press conference and indict her politically.
Well, I'll tell you why they released that. And it's because what I believe, the fix is in. They're getting Joe Biden out of there. They know they can't win with Joe. And so, I'm seeing some of these Republicans, and I talked about this yesterday, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and others that are, calling for the 25th Amendment and, hey, let's get Joe Biden out of there. And I'm sitting over here like, no, why are we trying to get rid of somebody that we know we can beat? Why are we trying to do that? I mean, because let's be real here. If Michelle Obama gets put in his place, do we really want that battle? I'm going to be honest. That's going to be a tough one. Can Trump beat Michelle Obama? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But that's going to be a lot tougher than Joe Biden. So why make the road more difficult to win if we don't have to? Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe there's something I'm missing. And to those that are going to say, well, what if Joe Biden destroys the... I mean, listen, we've known this about Joe Biden for years now. Democrats have just lied to us the entire time and told us that he was completely fine. Now, the fact that they're telling us the truth about Joe, that doesn't change anything for me. He's been this same guy for years. So I say that to answer the question to those of you that are going to ask or say, well, what about these next 9 months or whatever months? What if he destroys his country? This guy's walking around with the nuclear football. Well, he's been walking around with the nuclear football with the same mental capacity for the past 3 years. So what's the difference now? You see what I'm saying? So, I'm not too worried about that. Sure, could he mess something up? Maybe, but he already has. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather have Joe Biden on the ticket than anyone else. Okay, that's just my perspective on it. You guys can let me know your thoughts and opinions. I think getting him out of office would be a big mistake. Big mistake. And as I've said before, that's one of the things that I'm really jealous when it comes to Democrats over. Democrats are very strategic. I've been paying attention to Democrats these past couple of years. You guys have watched the journey. And one thing that I noticed, they're very strategic. And it frustrates me because their policies are absolutely garbage. But the fact that they're strategic allows them to, stay in office and win some of these elections and change the narrative a little bit here and change it here. Now, granted, that's breaking because their grip on mainstream media no longer really has its effect anymore because people don't really believe mainstream media anymore. So that their grip is slipping. So why not just let them fall? Why would we save them by getting rid of Joe Biden for them? That's the way that I see it. But let's jump into this clip from CNN. And let me tell y'all something. I actually got to give CNN credit. I know some of you are probably shocked, but wait until you check out this clip. Shout out to CNN. I'm impressed.
While one thing that President Biden said is basically that he stored the documents in filing cabinets that could be locked. Let's listen.
All the stuff that was in my home was in filing cabinets that were either locked or able to be locked.
Daniel?
Just not true, John. This report from the special counsel includes photos. Those photos include shots of a box just sitting in President Biden's Delaware garage. The special counsel described it as a badly damaged box sitting amid household detritus. So there was some material that was in cabinets, locked or lockable, as the president said, but all of it certainly not. And that open, unsealed, damaged box included, according to the special counsel, highly sensitive, top secret material about the war in Afghanistan.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. You know, they actually just fact-checked Joe Biden? Carry on.
Okay, another claim that President Biden made. None of the documents were highly classified. Let's listen.
None of it was high classified. Didn't have any of that red stuff on it. You know what I mean? Around the corners? None of that.
Daniel?
That claim that he didn't have any material that was quote-unquote high classified is also not true, John. The special counsel's report says that the president possessed multiple highly classified documents that were indeed marked as being highly classified documents, including some marked as top secret / SCI, sensitive compartmented information. That is a very high level of classification. For example, special counsel Hur discussed 2 top secret documents about Afghanistan found in that open, unsealed, damaged box in the garage, one of which Hur said contains highly sensitive info about military programs, and another that contains info about sensitive intelligence and sources and methods. Now, it's not clear, John, if any of those Biden documents had those colored borders we saw on classified docs that former President Trump had, which I think is what President Biden was referring to when he talked about red around the corners. But still, whatever coloring these documents had, the special counsel says they were clearly marked as highly classified. And then I should add, Hur also said that investigators' analysis of Biden's own handwritten notes from his time as vice president showed that these notebooks also contained highly classified info, though those were not marked. And Hur said a sampling of 37 excerpts found that, quote, 8 are top secret with sensitive compartmented information, 7 of which include information concerning human intelligence sources, plus 6 others that were top secret.
And then the third claim that he made, Daniel, there, was that he did not share classified information with a ghostwriter on a book he was working on. Listen to that.
I did not share classified information. I did not share it.
With your ghostwriter?
With my ghostwriter, I did not. Guarantee you did not.
But the special counsel said in the report
no, he
that he
did not say that.
Okay.
He did not say that.
So he's entitled to say he didn't do it. He can defend himself. But he also said the special counsel didn't say that he did share that classified info with the ghostwriter. Except, John, the special counsel did say that explicitly. Hur wrote, quote, Mr. Biden shared information, including some classified information from those notebooks with his ghostwriter. So there it is in black and white. Now, Hur did elaborate that Biden shared classified info with the ghostwriter by reading nearly verbatim from the notebooks on at least 3 occasions, including notes from meetings in the Situation Room. He did find that Biden, quote, at times tried to avoid sharing classified info, like by skipping over certain material as he was reading them to the ghostwriter. And Hur did write that the evidence does not show that Biden knew the info was classified. Nonetheless, even though the special counsel did clearly give him some material to defend himself with, this is not a factual defense. So he could cite the factual stuff, Hur said, didn't know it was intentional, etc. But declaring the special counsel just did not say what he said, John, is not a factual defense.
Important to note, Daniel Dale, always great to have you.
Wow. CNN actually fact-checked Joe Biden. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. But, you know, like I said earlier, I do think that we have to keep in mind, because this is obviously a shift from what they had been saying about Joe Biden, right? They had never fact checked Joe, as far as I'm concerned. I've never seen them fact check Joe Biden. Have you? Maybe I missed it, but I've never seen them do anything like that. So you have to ask yourself the question, why now? Why now? And, you know, I'm looking here, I'm on X, right? And currently Michelle is trending. Right there on your screen. You see that? Michelle. So you have to sit back and ask yourself, why are they doing this now? Why now? You know, and so while it is great that they are fact checking Joe Biden and doing the right thing for once, I think there's some I think they're making a strategic move here. And that is slowly pushing him out before this next election. And unfortunately, I think some Republicans are buying into this. And I'm looking at a clip right now from Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, who said such.
Why it is that you think that it's important now to use the 25th Amendment to try and remove President Biden from office?
Well, first, Trace, I just want to say President Biden needs to be charged or he needs to be removed from office under the 25th Amendment. There isn't a middle ground here. And as some of your prior guests have eloquently explained, you know, the prosecutor has made a reasonable case that Joe Biden, and obviously stated that he actually mishandled, disclosed, and improperly used classified materials. He then said, but, you know, we are judging his personality and that we don't think that we can get a jury to come to a conclusion on that, which is really not the standard because he is forgetful and an old man. And he actually also makes a reasonable case that Joe Biden can actually stand trial. So if he can't stand trial, he certainly can't carry out the duties of President of the United States.
And that is where I have to stop Claudia. Now, maybe she has good intentions, or maybe she's a rhino that is trying to push this forward. I don't know who Claudia is. Never heard of her. I'm just going to be completely honest. Apparently she's a congresswoman. So a Republican congresswoman. So I can't really say either way. I just want to put that out there. Okay. But once again, I think that's a terrible move for all the reasons that I said earlier. We've got Joe Biden beat. Why would we push him out of the way? That just doesn't make sense to me. If anybody disagrees, please feel free. Disagree with me in the comment section. I read through the comment section. So if I am some idiot, let me know. Okay? Let me know. If there's something that I'm missing, let me know. Like I said, and I addressed the whole, well, what if he does something terrible? Well, we've already known he's been terrible this entire time. Like, we've all known this. Democrats have lied to us about it, but now that they're admitting it, that doesn't change anything. At least as far as my opinion goes. Like, we've already known, like, he's basically not running anything. Everybody around him is running everything. It's never been Joe Biden. In my humble opinion, it's never been Joe Biden, right? Maybe the first 6 to 12 months, right? Maybe the first 6 to 12 months, but, you know, after that, it ain't really been him. And we've known that this entire time. So, yeah, that one just doesn't make sense to me. That's like, I don't know, Usain Bolt racing against me, right? You know, Usain Bolt in his prime. You know, we're at the Olympics, right? It's just me versus Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt knows he has me beat. I mean, I'm fast, but I'm not Usain Bolt fast, okay? But he says, no, I don't want to race Rich. Let me race Tyson Gay or who's another American sprinter. Tyson Gay was pretty fast. Let me race Asafa Powell, you know, in his prime or something, right? Let me race somebody that's actually super fast. Like, bro, you have the W. Take it. Like, sure, you could talk about competitiveness and whatnot, and yeah, sports are a little bit different. You kind of want to compete against the best, but like in this situation, why would you exchange Joe Biden for somebody that's tougher? I don't know. That makes sense to me, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.